Hey Chem teacher, it's Kindra here, and today I'm going to walk you through 4 Bellwork questions that are going to strengthen your chemistry fundamentals of your students. I would like you to start your chemistry class strong with these 4 targeted Bellwork questions that are designed to help you assess your students' understanding of 4 topics that we talk about in our Properties of Matter unit. These topics include physical and chemical changes, metric unit conversions, significant figures, and density calculations. So you might be thinking, why should I start with a Bellwork question? Well, there's 3 reasons. 1 is that it engages students right away. 2 is that it identifies misconceptions early. And 3 is that it builds a routine for success. All of these are going to help your students be more successful and confident in their chemistry classrooms, and that is our goal, right? We want them to enjoy chemistry, we want them to think back on chemistry with some positive memories, and this is a way that can help you start class off on the right foot each day. So let's go through a couple of different Properties of Matter Bellwork questions that you can use. The first one is looking at physical and chemical changes, and again, we want Bellwork to be quick, within 5-7 minutes of the first bits of class, get it started and finished. So with physical and chemical changes, I like to give a couple of different scenarios and ask them to identify if it's either physical or a chemical change. And it's even better if you can make these fit all under the same kind of umbrella. So this one was focused on pizza. I asked them to, what's the type of change if we are mixing pizza dough, if we're baking the pizza crust, and then if we're slicing the pizza. So it helps them look at a big situation and realize that different steps are going to have different types of changes. From there, we get into unit conversions. And although you could teach unit conversions by just sliding the 0 over, the decimal over, that is not a great skill for our students to fall back on later. So I like to focus on dimensional analysis when I teach my unit conversions. So you can see here, I use the fence method because it's a little different than fractions for our students, and fractions are scary for them. So I'm showing each of my individual conversions, converting from millimeters to kilometers. Then I get into significant figures, and for these you can give a whole bunch of different numbers and ask them to identify the number of significant figures in each. These should be really quick because we want significant figures to be second nature for our students. And then the last one I have is density. Now for density, solving for volume with data first and then having to plug that in is a great step to help them remember that, hey, I can get volume of something like a cube by doing length times width times height, or cubing my number of my length because a cube has equal sides. And so it's a little bit of prior knowledge to pull on. And then we have them plug in the rest of their numbers and just calculate density. Now the second day of density, usually I do a lab or something. There I'm going to ask them to solve for volume because it's on the bottom of that fraction. And that is a little trickier for our students. So with that, if we haven't met before, my name's Kindra, and I'd like you to think of me as your best friend and coworker, able to take things off your plate so you can actually go home and enjoy your life and not have to prep and grade outside of the classroom. As a chemistry teacher for over 10 years, I've honed in how to reach and create success and confidence in all of my chemistry students in the wide range of classes and courses and students that I have taught over the years. I created ChemEd Solutions and as a way to share my high impact, sought after, and easy to implement resources with other chemistry teachers. And I have a membership where I am going to coach and support chemistry teachers throughout that journey and provide that community that so many of you don't have. So if all of that sounds good to you and you don't want to miss any more information or updates, go ahead, click like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon below to always get updates on when I post a new video. They're usually Tuesdays, and I also send a weekly newsletter that has even more information in it with it's a teacher toolkit tips with tricks and tips and hints and resources to, again, take some more off your plate and help you have a better life that's more fulfilling and gets you to do the things that you like to do outside the classroom, as well as create confident and successful students. So with all of that, thanks for watching and happy sciencing.